It's time for baseball on MLB Network from our nation's capital. Welcome inside Nationals Park. Opening night here in this brand new season between the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
It's a date that's been circled for weeks, and it's finally here. Opening night on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Steven Strasburg gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It'll be awfully important that he gets off to a good start in this one.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And foul. A cool 47 degrees tonight at first pitch. Here comes the 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
Still 2-2. Strasburg comes set. Here it comes. Again, he sends it out of play. The 2-2 one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Into the box, Keith Hernandez. Grounded up the first baseline. Bell picks it up, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. Now a chance to meet the Mets. Nero, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass the baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
Next for the Mets, Robinson Cano. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Pitch on the way. Lifted down the line in left. And foul.
You don't see too many guys at this level be late on off-speed pitches right there. That tells me he was totally sitting on something else or was going automatic take.
And it's fouled away. We're just getting started here in our nation's capital. Two and two now with 2 away and the base is empty.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. And now the Nationals get their first opportunity. No score. And now here is number 3. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The offensive game plan today is certainly to see the ball up. This guy is known on the mound for sinker changeup combination. He's going to try and establish down in the zone to get swing and a miss or ground balls consistently. You have to find something above the belt to get loose on.
Now the 2-1.
2-2 now.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Number 88 will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Into the box now, number 88. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. And he fouls this one off.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Swing and a looper to left. Baez ranging into the outfield. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. And a look now at the hometown Nationals starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, I know I'm stating the obvious, but the middle of the order has to come through today. You got guys that are playing way above their pay grade on the periphery, and it's time for them to look and see the big boys do their job.
And now for Washington, Juan Soto, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Lifted the other way out to left center. And he'll pull this one down a step or two in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Still no score. Second inning set to go, and into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Bounce towards the mound. On to first, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. And I'm focusing on outfielder Juan Soto today. Obviously, the bat plays. We've seen it a time or two. This guy can go line to line with the quickness and go deep in a hurry. But defensively, he makes the game look easy as well, and a strong arm to back it up.
In now, J.D. Davis. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Now here's the pitch.
Ball 3.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
We got a full
Just
count.
behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out.
That is it. The right fielder, number 30.
Next up from New York, Michael Conforto. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg. He's got 5 base hits in 27 at-bats. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Here comes the 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Mets go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Last half of the second set to go. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Vladimir Guerrero. Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
The 3-1. Line drive to left. Base hit, and the Nats are into the hit column for the first time this season.
3-1 fastball, middle cut, and he didn't miss it. That's the fight throughout the course of the game. To get yourself into count, leverage, and capitalize.
To the plate now, Gary Carter in there. Now the throw. Not in time as Vlad shows his wheels by swiping second.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard at this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
Guerrero stands at second with no outs. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Stepping in now, Josh Bell struck him out.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Plate now, Luis Garcia fouled away. Bottom of the second here with no score. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Batting it, the third baseman, Carter.
Next to hit is Carter Kieboom. Two down, runners at first and second. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And he misses
Inside,
again.
ball
Ball
four.
4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off in the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
So the bases are loaded here, 2 men gone, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Steven Strasburg. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss there, and it's 2-2.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
Swing and a ground ball to third. Davis grabs it cleanly. Throw on to first is going to get him, and the Nationals blow an opportunity here, and that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. 2 complete, scoreless here on MLB Network. Now at the plate here is Tomas Nido, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1. Strasburg comes set. Here's the pitch.
Counted 3-1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Fouled off. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Set. Here comes the 1-1.
I got 2-1 to count.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Nido on at first, nobody out. 3-1 to the Mets left fielder.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
The 3-1. And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So now the pitcher, Tom Seaver. This is a textbook sacrifice situation, so let's see if that's the call. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Bit of a surprise here as he's going to try to lay one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. The 2-2 pitch. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ballgame. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Number 88 will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Mets strand one. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, number 3. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 3-2 pitch. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his third walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
Next, here is number 88. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Hey!
Nobody out, runner on first. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Here he comes again, 1-2. Got him. Fooled on the pitch as he swings at it in the dirt for strike 3.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box, Juan Soto. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Nimmo is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero.
2 down with a runner at first, and set to stand in the legendary free swinger Vladimir Guerrero. And he misses 2-1. A runner on first with 2 away.
Hey.
2-2. And that's a base hit into center field.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take it. But the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. At the plate, Gary Carter. A curveball hit right back at him. Throw on to first is going to get him, and the Nationals blow an opportunity here, and that ends the inning. Nats leave a pair. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Keith Hernandez.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Mason Thompson is forced onto the mound now following the injury.
Number 71, Mason Thompson.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Standing in now, Robinson Cano. It's 1-2. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Javier Baez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. To second for 1.
Up next to the net, the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
So next to hit is J.D. Davis. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The 2-1 home. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Well, the offense has been in short supply here tonight, so maybe that bag was aimed at finding another way to generate some runs.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Matty. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing a single could be all it takes to push a run across.
And the count will be full. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Hit on the ground out to short. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
And everyone knows that you set the tone on opening day, and that's not the kind of tone they want to set. They made fielding a priority in the spring, but it doesn't translate on that play. Might be some early season jitters, too.
To the plate now, Michael Conforto. Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. In the air now, out to left. Soto is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. 2 left for the Mets. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Digging in will be Josh Bell. Struck out in his first at-bat.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. and he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now. Just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
In now, Luis Garcia. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. A flip from short right gets him, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Good range showing off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
Into the box now, Carter Kieboom. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error thus far for the Nationals. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Yeah, this is one of my biggest pet peeves in the game, when guys get count leverage and take fastballs. It's a game of fastballs. You calibrate everything off the heater. Surprising take right there.
Here now the 2-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, they always say hitting in the 8-hole in the National League is one of the toughest jobs to do, because you're hitting in front of the pitcher. Not necessarily going to get pitched like an 8-hole hitter. You want to get out of that spot? Guess what? Newsflash. Be better, because basically every other hitter in the lineup is hitting in front of you except the pitcher.
Into the box, Mason Thompson. Popped up. Hernandez is there for it, and he makes the catch to retire the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, and we are tied 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2, and that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next to hit is the catcher, Tomas Nido. The 2-1. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Jeff McNeil. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
Very well could have been a hit-and-run attempt there. But you kind of have to make contact for those to work out. He didn't, and his teammate was hung out to dry at second.
Will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard and good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
At the plate, Tom Seaver. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Now the 2-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Mets go down quickly. Halfway home, still no score. And back in our nation's capital, before we get too much further on the field, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Stepping in once again is number 3. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he fouls this one off. Another try at 2-2. Outside and a full count, 3-2. Number 88 will be next. The 3-2 pitch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's your first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 88.
Now it'll be number 88. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Standing in now, Juan Soto. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a pitch swung on and foul tipped right off the mask, it sounded like, of the home plate umpire, and that cannot feel too good, I wouldn't imagine. Another 1-2 delivery. Ripped down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
To the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero. And that misses 2-2.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Fouled off. The set and the 2-2. Line, that's a base hit into left field. Long throw to the plate, and not in time as the run scores.
You love the aggressive base running right there. It's not easy to make that throw and give that catcher time to adjust his feet and get that tag.
Very aggressive send right there. You take a chance, you hope the throw is a little bit offline, and that paid off right there.
Guerrero at second with 2 down. And it's fouled away. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. lifted down the line in left. And it's a foul ball. 2 out here and a runner at second. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for the Nationals. So here's Brandon Nimmo. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
So now to the plate, Keith Hernandez. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Bouncer up the middle. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Hats off to that one. Next up, Robinson Cano comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And the pitch on 2-1. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They trail this one 1-0. So that'll bring up Josh Bell. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. The 1-1 home. Lifted down the line in left. McNeil will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Luis Garcia.
Ready now is Luis Garcia. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Got it. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Now back, the third baseman.
Next up is Carter Kieboom, singled in his last at bat. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Nationals gone in order, but they hold a 1-0 lead. seventh inning ready to roll, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Javier Baez. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fouled away.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot. Time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Fouled off. The 2-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Hit out towards second. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
J.D. Davis the next to bat. 0 for 2 for him to this point. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And there to take it in is Guerrero, and that's out number 2.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Into the box, Michael Conforto. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Ball 2.
And there's ball 2 now.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And he will crash into the wall, but hold on to it there for the final out of the inning. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Carlos Carrasco gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th.
Carlos
Yadier Hernandez is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Count remains full. Payoff pitch one more time. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Nimmo. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 3.
At the plate now is number 3. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
In now, number 88. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Nimmo. And that's the third out. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. But they're on top 1-0. Ryan Harper has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 33, Ron Harper.
Ready to begin the 8th. And now it'll be the catcher, Tomas Nido. Outside, 2-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you've got to find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
Fastball in there, 3-2.
3-2.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential time run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
So here's Jeff McNeil. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. The 1-1. Strike 2, swinging.
1 ball.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
2-2, yeah.
Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. Two-two pitch is a fastball high, so it runs full 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Tying run headed home. And a relay to the plate. The throw's offline. He's safe. And we are tied here in the 8th.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Alonso.
Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. And the Yank just fouled. Set and the payoff pitch. Hit out towards second, right to him, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Well, good fundamental baseball might just win him this ballgame. They had the go-ahead run at second base, so this guy knows exactly what he has to do. Just a simple ground ball to the right side gets that guy to third, and now all sorts of ways to take the lead.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Brandon Nimmo. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
The 3-1. Hit out towards second. He's right there, and there's out number 2.
The first baseman, number 17, Keith Hernandez.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Keith Hernandez. The set and the 2-1. Something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. And the ball's thrown right by him at third. outside. That'll be taken in out there at short. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on just 1 lone hit, 1 error, and no one left on base. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mets 2 and the Nats 1. Edwin Diaz is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of the inning now, and digging into bat next, the ever-dangerous Juan Soto. And here's the 3-2 from him. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Here comes the 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is straining him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
Stepping in now, Gary Carter. On a rope to the second baseman, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
Up next for the Nationals, the first baseman, Josh Bell.
So 2 down now in the Washington 8th, and digging into bat next, the big bat of Josh Bell. Got him, and that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Victor Robles will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number
Paulo
16.
Espino enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Paulo Espino.
All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Robinson Cano. The 1-1. Shot back up the middle. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
It's a great job right there to get a leadoff knock. You got the lead. You have a chance to add on in the later innings. Leadoff guy getting on sets the tone.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Javier Baez. He bounced out last time up. Cano gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So a runner at first now with 1 away. And into bat next will be J.D. Davis. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th.
He's going.
And there he goes towards second. Left side. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
So a runner at second, 2 down now, and up next the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. Ready with the 2-1.
Here's the game within the game. You have a better matchup on deck. You got a 3-1 count in this situation. Don't be afraid to put him on base and attack the next guy.
Three and one, here it is. And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
And stepping in, Tomas Nido. One and two, here it is. Grounded to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. They still lead it 2-1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. John Franco comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. Now at the plate is Luis Garcia. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
The 1-2. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Now batting.
So stepping in is Carter Kieboom. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Bases are empty, 1 man out. All even now, 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. And that's going to get your tying run in scoring position, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. And if the Nationals decide to pinch hit here, there you get a look at what remains on their bench to choose from. Ryan Zimmerman will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 11, Ryan Zimmerman.
A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on a base pass and just attack the zone.
And it's fouled away. 1 out and a runner on second base. Shot towards first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
The bat, number 3.
big at-bat now, and here is number 3, though they might pitch around him here with a couple of bases empty. Last strike now for the Nats. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw on to first is going to be in time to get him. And the Mets move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The New York Mets came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Carlos Carrasco claims the win out of the pen, his first. John Franco records the save, his first of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious New York Mets, 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Nationals, 1 run on 6 hits, 2 errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 33 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Nationals Park, 41,339. The Nationals thank you for your attendance and remind you to please drive home safely.